XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. Free of GMC. We're professional grade.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff.
History will be made right here at Vaquer Stadium on August 30th.
We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
At Bert Ogden Ford Service, we value your time, so there's no appointment necessary and no waiting. Our factory-trained technicians and genuine Ford parts keep your Ford running like new. Bert Ogden Ford in Lyford. Service with confidence you can count on.
Dale gas!
Take advantage of big savings now and drive a new Equinox for $299 per month during Truck Month.
We shop the competition so you don't have to here at Bert Ogden Chevrolet in Mission.
Official sponsor of UTRGV football.
Dale gas!
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Shop Bert Ogden Cadillac and select from the largest inventory of luxury vehicles in the Valley. Elevate your style when you choose from more than 200 new cars and SUVs available today. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bert Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh.
There is always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take $15,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political issues. Join us as we feature in-depth interviews and original, unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. There is always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
CBS 4 News, bringing you the most SpaceX coverage with our exclusive partnership with La Padre Space Channel. Weekly updates, live cameras from Starbase, and live coverage from SpaceX launches. CBS 4 News, your Space Coast station, working for you.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, Forging Tomorrow's Leaders.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
At HEB, we have a great variety of quality meats. Whether you're planning a carne asada for the familia and amigos or a casual weeknight dinner for two, our HEB certified meat cutters will gladly customize your meat order with the best variety of cuts. HEB, here everything's better.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious Bayside burgers. And world-famous fried shrimp with a cold one. South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Vaqueros Nation, a new weekly show highlighting UTRGV athletics, an exclusive look at football, diving, golf, and more. Saddle up and join Vaqueros Nation, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on CBS 4.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Fiber, business or home, take a look at what we do.
Check 1, 2. Check. There it is. Yeah, you got it. I see it here. I'm going to go. Yeah, yes. Okay, yeah. We got feed. All right, I'll be breaking in here in a moment. Thank you so much. Awesome, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let's see. Check 1, check 1. All right, let's get our studio mode here. Okay, give me a brief recap of what's happened. Were you paying attention? Okay. So first drive, Mission Veterans received the opening kickoff? Yes. And then turned it over on downs? Yes. Okay, and now Harlingen's got the ball, penalty, 1st and 5. Okay. All right, here we go. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Folks joining us live here at Tom Landry Stadium in Mission, Texas. Aaron Saenz here in the booth, and sorry about all the delay with sound issues. Hopefully you've been watching, keeping up with it. But right now, Harlingen has the ball after Mission Veterans took the opening drive and went 3 and out and turnover on downs. And so now here come the Cardinals out to the right-hand side. It's Huerta out past the 40 down. Past midfield down is tackled in Mission Veterans territory. So Huerta coming strong here in the game. This is a leading running back for the Harlingen Cardinals. Again, thanks so much for your patience and us getting this going here, the audio and all that, but we're working on getting everything. Hopefully you've been able to catch up at least video-wise. I'll get the play clock and everything sorted out here just in a second. We'll get everything rolling here soon. Channel 4, Real Sports Live. And so, again, thankful for your patience. And here we go. Woolery handoff to Huerta on the left-hand side. Crossing midfield again. Good run there. About 6-yard gain for the running back. And the Cardinals looking to start off strong here against Mission Veterans. Mission Veterans coming here with 3-1 record against Harlingen Cardinals at 1-3. And Veterans off to a very strong start with just a slight loss. Really close last week to Laredo LBJ, 28-27. And so they come into the game tonight looking to continue a strong start here to pre-district. Woolery, sophomore quarterback for the Harlingen Cardinals, number 1 there on your screen in the gray and the white helmet. In the backfield, he's got Huerta. Hands it off, bounces it right inside the tackle, still gain of about a yard. 3rd down and about 3 coming up. And it looks like the Cardinals will have an opportunity. So again, early on, if you're able to watch the game at all, you got to see that the Mission Veterans were able to take that opening kickoff, turnover on downs. Check, check. I think we're out of audio again. Check 1, 2, mic check. I think, so we know it's audio codec. It's going to be audio. Verify, okay. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check 1, 2. Man, touchdown. Keep some notes for me, please, and then check, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. That was the number 0, right? In touchdown? I don't know. Okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. See. Check. Check 1 2. Just doing a mic check right now. Trying to get this audio situated here at Tom Landry Stadium. Score right now is 7-0. Harlingen Cardinals take the lead. A little over 4:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Doing a mic check right now. We're just running the audio. About to have kickoff here for the Harlingen Cardinals. Mission Veterans took the opening kick and turnover on downs. Cardinals took advantage of that, went down and scored. Touchdown to number 0, Dayton Mireles. Kickoff now to be returned here inside the 20. And it'll be tackled deep here in the 15-yard line. And Mission Vets will have a long field to work with. And just, really interesting, Mission Vets has a prolific offense. We'll get into some stats here in a moment as we're doing this sound check. But in case I am live, I'm just going to keep rolling with it until we figure it out. Mission Vets comes in here with a really strong offense. And so, they're used to being able to move the ball at will. And just right now, Harlingen's defense shows up and gets a turnover and downs, which is huge for this Cardinal team, as they've been struggling early on this season through pre-district play, but they come off a win. And now they're looking to make it 2 here at Tom Landry Stadium. Good tackle there, right around the line of scrimmage. Not much gain there. And the Harlingen Cardinals, our defense is showing up. And they came to play tonight. So looking here at Mission Veterans Memorial, coming in again 3-1 against Harlingen Cardinals 1-3. And so not usually the record that you expect from the Harlingen Cardinals here tonight. Mission Veterans off to a great start. Here we go. Second down and about 8 yards to go. Reina looking downfield. Good pocket there for him. Plenty of protection. He dumps it out to the receiver past the 25-yard line. Shakes about 3 Cardinals on his way, and he's got about the 40-yard line. That's number 23 for Missions Veteran Memorial. That's Benji Martinez, and he's a running back / leading receiver also for this team. And he does a great job out of the backfield, whether it is running the football or catching it and getting some yards after catch there. So 1st and 10 for Mission Veterans Memorial off the heels there of number 23, Benji Martinez. And they'll go to work 1st down and 10 now. Keeper, left-hand side goes Reina past the 40, and he'll be forced out of bounds here. Gain about 7 yards on the run. And that's his athletic ability there. Does a great job of being able to use his feet when necessary. Coming into the game tonight, Reina, 242 yards rushing. Competitors, 1,102 yards passing. That is prolific here early on in the season with just 4 games behind him. Third down coming up from Mission Veterans Memorial here, now in Harlingen territory. And this is around the area where they went out on downs last time, turned the ball over to the Harlingen Cardinals, who went down and scored a touchdown. And that's our score, 7-0 so far here this evening at Tom Landry Stadium. So Veterans Memorial looking this time to capitalize on this drive and see if they can punch one in. Third down, very short to go for Reina. Shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers down here at the bottom of our screen, and flags fly. And we'll take a pause here as we figure out what the Whitecap has to say. Mic check. Yeah, I'm
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at Sames McAllen.
the senior receiver, and doing a great job there. You watch this replay. He rolls to his left. The protection by the offensive line is excellent right here. Gives him the time. Essentially, they all kind of zone block left, and so that allows him to step left, get out in space, and connect with the receiver downfield. Stiff arm there at the end. And a great job there by Veterans Memorial, now moving the football, and they're inside the 10-yard line. So first time they've been able to get past that 30-yard mark tonight. They're looking to score. Reina in the backfield. He's got number 23, Benji Martinez, with him. Not rushing, taking their time. Play action. Left, scrambles. One man a beat around the edge. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown, Patriots. And Roman Reina with a touchdown, the quarterback keeper. Little play action right there. Reads a defense. Sees he's got one man to beat here on the outside and decides to keep it on his own. You'll see it right there. Fake pass, steps up. One linebacker comes in. Number 32 there for the Cardinals, but he's just not quick enough to get to Reina before he gets out there, Omar Tellez. And so that's going to put points on the board. 8-7 is our score now with an extra point pending. And with this, the Patriots can go up ahead. One score tonight for the Cardinals on a touchdown. Looked good earlier to Dayton Mireles. Extra point is up. And it is good. And with that, 9-7 is your score here with a little bit over 9 minutes to go here in the first half. And the Patriots take their first lead of the night. And that's the offense of the Patriots. They're looking as they have been early on in this season, able to move the football down the field and create things. And they get past that wall, that Harlingen Cardinal defense, and they get some points on the board. 9-7 is your score. Take a quick commercial break. Be right back for kickoff.
And drive local, drive Sames.
Elevation, 84.
And we're back now. Kickoff time here for Veterans Memorial. It'll be fair caught. Cardinals will get another opportunity here. Cardinals doing a great job earlier. Offense was really moving. Now they're going to try to get another score on the board. Right about 9:06 left to go here in the first half. Back in pistol formation now. Number 1, Woolery. Pressure showing on the outside here. He'll hand it off up the middle, and great job there. Up the middle pressure. Tackled in the backfield by number 2. That's Guillermo Garcia. Does a great job getting up pressure in the middle. Second down and about 14 to go. That Patriot defense now. And you come up with a stop here. Clock rolling now. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Second down and about 14 now for the Cardinals. Snap, looking downfield, wants to pass, rolls out to his right, lets it go into a defender's arms, and that's an interception. Return outside the 30-yard line. He's got a lot of green in front of him. He could go all the way inside the 15-10 now, down at the 6-yard line, and that is a big-time interception. There's Woolery, just kind of throws it into space, and really there was no Cardinal receivers around. And you can see right here 2 defenders in the middle of your screen there, and no Cardinal receivers around. And so just an ill-advised throw there by Woolery. And number 10 of Veterans Memorial comes back, Richard Garcia. Call him RJ. And he does a great job returning this all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And so just like that, the Patriots get another crack at putting some points on the board. First down and goal for the Patriots. And the Patriots showing some life there early on. It looked like they weren't going to be able to move the ball. We do have a penalty. That's going to be personal foul against the Patriots. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. So they'll get marched back there, which Gilpin was not too happy about that call. But regardless, now we have 1st and goal. Check this out from the 23-yard line. 1st and goal. So they cannot get another first down. There has to be a touchdown. Handoff up the middle. Martinez pushing the pile. Spins, but great job there by the Cardinal defense down in the middle. And number 92 there on the tackle has Jaden Martinez. Strong defensive tackle play there for the Cardinals. Defense has been really strong here in this part of the field this evening. Did give up a touchdown last drive out. The Patriots can spread the ball around. Lots of weapons here on the offensive side of the football. Remember, interception here by the Cardinals. Woolery threw it into defensive zone there and intercepted. Pass now caught and received. Number 5 of Veterans Memorial. Great job here. You can see Reina now looking downfield. Lots of poise. Great job high pointing that football is number 5, Joey Hernandez. So 3rd down and goal. Off that personal foul, 15-yard penalty that set him back. 9-7 is our score here. Safety earlier on a Cardinal punt. Kicked it back to Veterans Memorial, punched one in for a touchdown, so that's how you have 9 for the Patriots. 3rd down and goal. Reina, keeper, left-hand side, pushing the pile, but not much giving there. The Cardinal defense and the interior of that defensive line does a great job sealing up all the gaps, nowhere to run. So 4th down now and goal. Again, cannot get a first down. It's either touchdown or bust here or field goal, but it looks like number 7, Reina, is going to stay on the field. Getting the call in from the coach. Would not be surprised if they take a timeout here. We're right at 6.5 here to go in the first half. Game moving pretty quickly. Again, if you're listening on watching on Real Sports Live Network, thanks so much for joining us. You've got the benefit of video and audio. Keeper Reina, he's got blockers out to the right-hand side inside the 10-5, touchdown, Patriots. And number 7, Roman Reina with another beautiful run there, and he just follows his blockers, and his running back right there kind of just stops in space and picked up another block inadvertently, and that sprung him there for the touchdown. And so great job there by Reina, and we do know that he does have some prominent numbers here early on in the season, both rushing and passing, and so he's showing his versatility there as a dual threat quarterback. 15-7 is our score now. It's a really low kick. It did hit the crossbar, bounced over, and so that's going to be good for an extra point. 16-7 is your score here. The Patriots on top. Take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Finality. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff.
History will be made right here at Vaquer Stadium on August 30th.
We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
And we're back now. Kickoff time. Still on his feet here on the 35-yard line and doing a great job. Just kind of hiding behind a few of his blockers there and just wouldn't go down. So either way, it's going to be Cardinal football. It looked early on like they had the answer on defense. Looked early on like that Cardinal offense was ready to roll. And then they've gotten stopped, and then an interception last drive out by Woolery. Woolery had time in the pocket, just threw it into empty space. Happened to be monitored there by 2 defenders. An easy pick. Almost went for pick 6 there. And Veterans Memorial ended up with a personal foul penalty 15 yards back and still were able to score on the Cardinals. So 1st and 10 now, Cardinal football. Handoff, right-hand side tackled in the backfield by number 0, Ryan Guerra. And I'll see there, just kind of shoots at the line of scrimmage. Really doesn't even get blocked. It should have been picked up by the wide out there, and he misses that block, whiffs on that. So second down and about 15 coming up for the Cardinals. Looking downfield, Woolery, I know he's got the speed, he's got the ability. He can take off running also, but right now, depending on Huerta to carry the team, and then, Woolery's arm. And Woolery's young, sophomore still, folks, and so he's developing, but outstanding athlete. Here we go, second down and 15, showing blitz on the outside here. Looking to pass. Woolery tucks it now. He's got speed like I just talked about up the middle and almost breaks it through, but across the 50-yard line. Great run there by Woolery. Tackled finally by number 10, Richard Garcia. But Woolery's showing you there his wheels, and he can move. And he's fast in open space. If he would have gone past number 10, Garcia there would have been no stopping him. He would have been gone for a touchdown. Cardinals looking to respond here. They've had 16 unanswered points after going up 7-0 in the first quarter. It has been all Patriot football thus far. 1st and 10 now. Woolery in the backfield pistol formation now. Just 2 wide receivers. More likely a run, and it is. Handoff up the middle goes Huerta. Huerta about 3 yards. Good pickup there for number 22, the other Huerta brother. This is Noah, his older brother playing for UTRGV, nose tackle starting. It's Nathan Huerta. I have to call a lot of his games there in Harlingen. His little brother here, senior, trying to get back to last year's form. Great season last year, trying to find that form again. Woolery now looking downfield. He is so quick and twitchy. He gets back and past the line of scrimmage. And he was just looking down, hoping somebody would come open. Nobody did. And just scampering around there, keeping on his feet. And somehow, some way, he was able to get positive yardage off of that one. I thought he was going to be down in the backfield. But somehow, some way, he's able to get up front. Third down now for the Cardinals. 3rd down and 4. Our Mission Veterans Memorial took that opening kickoff. And so the Cardinals will get the ball in the second half. They'd love to put a score on the board here. Here comes pressure on the outside. Huerta, right-hand side, opposite of that. 1st down and more. He's still going. Pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. And Huerta doing an amazing job there. Great footwork. And that's the Huerta that a lot of people will come to know. And he's definitely able to do something with that football whenever he gets a chance. Comes in this game 194 yards rushing. Last year he had 1,203 yards for the season. And so he was a 1,000-yard rusher plus last year. And trying to get back to that form again, like I said, and a lot of people expected him to come out in that peak condition here in the senior year, but showing tonight that he still got that and getting a chance here to show it here at Tom Landry Stadium. Handoff left-hand side, here he goes again. Just hard to bring him down. 4-yard gain for Huerta. We're just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Cardinals looking poised. They're not too much in a rush. They have 3 timeouts remaining. So do the Patriots. Woolery taking the call from the sideline, the sophomore quarterback. It's got Huerta again in the backfield. Pistol formation. Looks downfield. Woolery, here comes the pressure. He's going to be scrambled from the pocket. Now looks down, lets it fly. Dangerous throw there on the sideline. That'll stop the clock. But Woolery kind of throws it into 2-man coverage there. Just trying to get away from the would-be sack. That'll be incomplete pass. So 3rd down now for the Cardinals. That blitz on the outside, and Woolery ran into that. And so then he had to bubble outside of that, which is amazing that he could do that. He's got the athletic ability to do so. But he's got pressure coming from the edges right now. That time they brought it with number 11, Eric Barrientos, the junior on the outside. He's playing defensive end, outside linebacker / but what they're doing is they're moving over middle linebacker, plugging that gap, and then he screams around the edge. Huerta now right-hand side, running right into the fumble. There's a ball on the ground. We'll wait for the official to say whose ball it is, but Huerta was just kind of busting through there, and I saw the ball just bounce off the ground. It may have bounced back up into his arms, which is not likely given the odd shape of that football. A kind of little rugby play there, and Huerta retains possession. So first down and goal for the Cardinals' 9-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. No 2-minute warning in high school, but there will be a timeout. And with that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. And so Cardinals threatening to score here right at 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Thanks for joining us on the Real Sports Live Network.
At Bird Ogden Ford Service, we value your time, so there's no appointment necessary and no waiting. Our factory-trained technicians and genuine Ford parts keep your Ford running like new. Bird Ogden Ford in Lyford. Service with confidence you can count on.
Dale gas!
Back. Here we go. First and goal for the Cardinals. Woolery on the keeper, right-hand side, down on the 6-yard line. And he'll be stopped right there. Second down and goal now. Large bunch there right on the 6-yard line or so. Have to peel everybody back, and here we go. Second down. 1:40 remaining here in the second quarter. The Cardinals, they can double up. They get a score here. They get the ball back in the second half. Opportunity here to gain some momentum back here in this game where Memorial has really taken it from them after that first quarter start, 7-0. Veterans Memorial, 16-0 run so far. Man in motion now. Handoff right side. Huerta to the pylon and touchdown Cardinals. And Noah Huerta there on the carry, and he saw that pylon right there, folks, and he just went after it. He knew what was coming. He knew what was ahead and did a great job. I'll get the replay for us right here. Watch this. Man in motion. Great camera angle here. He just sees that pylon, sprints to it, gets that edge, and he's in for the touchdown. And with that, 15 now points on the board. I'm sorry, 13 points on the board for the Cardinals. Getting a little bit ahead of myself there. Is up, and it is good. So 14-16 your score now as the Cardinals make a big push here at the end of the first half and needed to do so to get back in this game. Patriots with 1:07 remaining. They do have 3 timeouts on the field, and so they can move the ball quickly through the air. That's what the Patriots offense is designed for, and so we'll be back here for kickoff, and the Patriots will have an opportunity to try to get some points back before halftime as the Cardinals are set to receive the ball, in the second half. Be right back, folks.
Take advantage of big savings now and drive a new Equinox for $299 per month during Truck Month.
We shop the competition so you don't have.
And we're back for kickoff time. High kick. Return about the 22-yard line or so. Out across the 30. Spin move now. Out past the 40-yard line goes number 1. That's Nathan Rodriguez down around the 45-yard line. That's going to be an excellent return to give his offense great field position. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. 3 timeouts for the Patriots. And I told Roman Reina and company that this is not too tall of a task. This is something that they can pull off for sure. And so big special teams play right there to give them the best opportunity to make something happen here before half. Again, Cardinals will get the ball in the second half. And so Patriots would love to try to get some points up on that board. Patriots came 16-0 swing after that opening touchdown by the Cardinals. And now the Cardinals trying to take some of that momentum back. Downfield, here comes a big-time play in a sack in the backfield. And he blitzed, and he got home. That is a big-time tackle in the backfield for the Cardinals, and that's going to set that Patriot offense back, and then some. Clock still ticking. No big rush right now. It seems to take a timeout. And on that sack was number 26, Rocky Rodriguez, making that a 2nd and 21 with 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Reyna, connects with his receiver. First down for the Patriots. Connects with number 3. That is Fernando Villarreal. And that's a big-time play. Look at the poise of that quarterback, Reyna, just getting it downfield. Beautiful pass where only his receiver could catch that. And Fernando Villarreal doing a great job hanging on to that. So now we'll get our first time out here from the Patriots. Commercial break, we'll be right back.
Official sponsor of UTRGV football.
Dale gas.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay.
And we're back. Here we go. Rolling to his right. Reyna wants to throw it downfield. Got a receiver. Double covered, though, in his tip drill. And batted down by the cornerback. Great job there defensively for the Cardinals. And going to knock that one down. Receiver almost had a chance. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 41-yard line from the Cardinal 41-yard line. And you can see right there, Roman Reyna does have the opportunity. He's got the ability to throw the ball downfield and make that catch. I mean, really, if he wants to get into kicking area here, he's got to complete about a 10 to 15-yard pass, and they have an opportunity for a field goal, some extra points on the board before going into the locker at halftime. Here we go. 16 seconds to go. 2nd down. Looking downfield's got him out of the backfield. Connects with him. Needs to get out of bounds to stop the clock. He doesn't, though. And we're still at 8 seconds. Not sure what's going on with the clock here, but we are at 8 seconds now. And they'll stop the clock right there. Number 23 on the catch is Benji Martinez. 3rd down coming up. We're going to have a timeout here on the field. And Roman Reyna and company, he's not afraid to take shots downfield. He's got the arm for it. He's got the receivers, running back, especially out of the backfield, that can turn into receiver as well. And so they've got 8 seconds. If they wanted to, they could take a quick out, try to get it to a receiver on the outside, get out of bounds, stop it, or they do have a timeout remaining, and then take a chance at a field goal, get some points up on the board, or take a shot at the end zone. And we know Roman Reyna definitely 40, 45 yards. He can cover that. So he'll have a shot here. We'll see what the Patriots are going to do. We come out with 4 wide receivers, 2 and 2. 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom of your screen. Shotgun formation here. Reyna, Martinez in the backfield alongside him. Here comes a pressure on the outside. Martinez picks it up. Reyna, with just 3 seconds remaining, he's going to run out the clock here, looks like. He's still in his feet in bounds, and I think that's going to run the clock out. He could have gone out of bounds there at about 1 second and would have given his field goal unit a chance to come on and try to execute a field goal kick, but just stays in bounds there at the end, kind of dancing around there, and really that costs him an opportunity to get some points on the board for his team, in my opinion. So they'll have to go to the locker room and kind of work on that. But either way, missed opportunity there for the Patriots to get some points on the board. 16-14 is your score here at half. Waiting for the Whitecap is saying something. Hold on, folks. Oh, no, he's just – okay, they're making sure that both teams are clear of each other going to the locker room. They're about to kind of run a crisscross there, like the old Aggie band. Have you seen that? And they may not have been so good. And so here we are at halftime, and our score is 16-14, the Patriots. And, you know, it's been a great game so far. Again, you know, thanks for hanging with us through all the technical difficulties. Hope that you've enjoyed the game so far. We've got a great game, and I'm hoping and praying that the second half is going to be even better. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with a breakdown of the first half, and then what we can expect in the second half. Thanks, folks, for sticking with us. Here we go. Halftime commercial break. We'll be back.
For the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Shop Bird Ogden Cadillac and select from the largest inventory of luxury vehicles in the Valley. Elevate your style when you choose from more than 200 new cars and SUVs available today. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh.
There is always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
There's no place like Sharyland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political issues. Join us as we feature in-depth interviews and original, unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
CBS 4 News, bringing you the most SpaceX coverage with our exclusive partnership with La Padre Space Channel. Weekly updates, live cameras from Starbase, and live coverage from SpaceX launches. CBS 4 News, your Space Coast station, working for you.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny...
And welcome back here, halftime, here at Tom Landry Stadium in Mission, Texas. And with me here on my side is Austin, and Austin's going to be new to RSL. And so, Austin, looking at that first half, right, give me some highlights or some key points here for Mission Veterans Memorial here in the first half that has brought us to the 16 points that they have on the board.
So some success for the Mission Veteran Memorial Patriots is Roman Reina excelling right now on the field. You know, he's ranked number 3 in 5A Division II in total yards. He's got 1,344 of those. And tonight he's got 2 rushing touchdowns, really excelling in the red zone. They had some struggles in the beginning, but they were able to get over that as the half progressed. And they've been really excelling on offense, maybe not so much on defense. They've got 4 total flags. They probably need to clean that up in the first half. But overall, good form for the Patriots coming off of a loss last week, though, against Laredo at LBJ. They'll be looking to get back to great form this game.
All right, awesome. And let's look at the Harlingen Cardinals, Austin. You know, they kind of came out, punched first, got 7 on the board, and then, you know, Veterans Memorial was able to get the momentum, get some points on the board. But what's something key that the Cardinals have done in the first half that they're going to look to take into the second?
Cardinals they've kind of struggled here this season in the passing game. Only 605 passing yards combined between all 3 quarterbacks. So, but something they've done good tonight is really moving the ball in general down the field. They've struggled this season, only scoring about an average of 15.5 points a game. But tonight they've almost matched that with 14 points with a touchdown from Hassan Woolery to Dayton Mireles. So they've really improved their offensive game tonight. They need to be able to keep that up in the second half, and if they want to keep this close, especially with their defense playing the way that they are.
Hey, thanks so much, Austin. Great insight there. We'll be back here in a moment. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with second half outlook and what we can expect as far as adjustments go.
Please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them.
Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source, Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at samesmcallenford.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political and original unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
Huerta. I mean, that has been kind of, something they can depend on. That's been the person they can hold on to. And so, I think Huerta is what you build this offense on. I know a lot of, response, a lot of want or desire is when you have an athlete like Woolery, right? Like you want to build an offense around a young athlete like that. But right now, I think for the rest of the season, you got to go with that senior leadership, and that's what Huerta brings to the table. And, I think with him, you've got to just lean on him a little bit. And he's showing you tonight against a very good Veterans Memorial team that he can shoulder the load for this offense. You just kind of put it on him. It puts a lot of load also in that offensive line, right? And so definitely, want to see how they progress through the season. All this is still pre-district. Harlingen has a very small district this year. I mean, 5 teams in that district. 4 of them are going to go to the playoffs. And so there's still a lot of football to be played. I know there's some diehard Cardinal fans out there looking at the record 1-3 and kind of, looking down on that and struggling to deal and comprehend that, right? Because that's not usual for this Cardinal team, but there's still a lot of football. You got to get to Cuero next week, which is going to be a big game. Man, if you're in the Rio Grande Valley and you just want to go be a part of them, that's a traditional program. The Cuero Gobblers, they're going to be in Harlingen, Texas. Go see that. Last year, Harlingen traveled to Cuero. That's going to be a game. And they are 4A, but they are formidable. And so the Cardinals will have their hands full. But, hey, here's an opportunity tonight. This is a one-score game here, folks, and so I'm glad you're tuned in live. And you got us right here. I think you got us now on RSL and Channel 4. So we're running, we're moving, and here we go quarter 4. Downfield looks right away. He wants to score quickly, and they're going to say incomplete pass there. The defender just kind of threw his arms up, and he just kind of, hey, it's he should have looked back for the football, would have completed that. But either way, he gets in the way of the pass. And it's going to be called a clean defensive play. 3rd down and 9 coming up now for the Cardinals. And here we go. 3rd down for the Cardinals. Number 3 at the helm, that's Fernando Villarreal. He's got Huerta in the backfield. Huerta has not had much of a break all night long. Throwing downfield, got a wide open receiver. He catches inside the 20, 15, 10, 5 inside down to the 3-yard line, and he just bulldozes his way down there. Great play design there. Good catch, good run after catch. And the Cardinals moving the football. They are fully taking advantage right now. Watch this replay here. And, we lost that one, but I'll try to run it my own here. Number 3 is going to run this. Watch this. Cisneros, he fake handoff right there, connects with number 2 on the flat. And Nathaniel Gonzalez doing a great job right there at the end. I love how he just puts his shoulder pad level down, just kind of runs over the defender. 1st and goal now for the Cardinals. Here we go. Handoff, right-hand side. Huerta. He'll be down right at the line of scrimmage. Not much more to go there. Huerta been dominant tonight. He's been a dominant runner for this Cardinal offense. And I know he's got to be tired, and I've noticed that he hasn't had any breaks. They haven't run another running back in, to get some reps. I mean, it's been on him, and I think this is the way he wants it. Again, that senior leader there for the Cardinals, and he's showing out tonight, man. Just gutsy performance so far. Second down now. I formation, how about that? Power. Handoff, Huerta, right hand side, touchdown, Cardinals, Huerta. That I formation is back, folks, at old school. Do have flags on the play. Coach is kind of coming out, pulling some players away. But let's get that replay here as they kind of sort all that out. I think it's going to go against Harlingen, by the way. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this. Handoff, Huerta, right inside, and just boom. Once he got there behind his offensive line, great job. They just sealed that. And that's going to be another touchdown for the Cardinals. So with that, it's 22-23, extra point pending. The Cardinals can tie it up right here. Did you see anything there, Austin, after the play? You see that when their flag flew?
I think they picked it up.
Okay.
They're on the PAT now.
I think you're right. They do. Well, here's the white cap. Unless they're going to enforce it on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's also a possibility.
That might be what happened because I know the white cap. And we can't hear the white cap in here, folks. But it's going to go against Harlingen because the Patriot fans are clapping. So there you go. But it looks like it will be assessed on the kickoff. And so what that means is the Patriots should have some better field position coming out of this regardless. So extra point attempt now for the Cardinals, 23-22. What a game we have here at Tom Landry Stadium. The Pro Football Hall of Fame, Tom Landry Stadium in Mission, Texas. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. And it's good. 23-23 is your score here at Tom Landry Stadium. And here we go, folks. This is exciting football, and you have tuned in. If you stuck with us to this point in the broadcast, I am so glad you have because this is the type of football game that we love to have here in the Rio Grande Valley. Thursday night lights actually tonight. So we're here on Thursday night here in Mission, Texas. Glad that you joined us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music. Savor fresh seafood and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
And we're back. Here we go. 10:31 remaining here in the ball game. 23-23 is your score. Now Harlingen High backed up down to the 25-yard line as they kick off against the Memorial Patriots here after a penalty that was enforced here on the kickoff. So Patriots looking to have some better field position after this kickoff. Nice looking kick here will be returned. Fielded about the 28-yard line. And here we go. Past the 40, 45 now. Spin move out to the 50 and beyond. Down to the 46-yard line he goes. And he'll stop right there. So nice job. Patriots have the opportunity to start this possession inside their own 50 here. Or I should say the Cardinals' backyard. The Cardinals' 46-yard line or so. But Patriots looking, and you can see that end zone not too far away. Looking down here in the field, I think we do have Roman Reina still in the ball game. He did come out for that one drive that was pretty disastrous for the Patriots, but he's back on it again. This game has been a great game of back and forth. Again, we recount the story here, and the Cardinals jumped out 7-0 earlier, then 16-0 run for the Patriots there, and then the Cardinals came back, got another touchdown in before halftime, came back out. Patriots then back to the Cardinals, and it's been back and forth all night long. But the Cardinals right now have some momentum but not if Benji Martinez can get going again here for this Patriots offense. Everything for me starts with Benji Martinez. If he can get a good first, maybe even second down carry, and he's busted some long ones tonight too, folks, then I feel like it really opens up Roman Reina to really do some damage against defenses, and that's been the equation that's worked so far for the Patriots. We haven't seen Benji Martinez. He's been pretty well corralled here by this Cardinal defense the last few drives out. 2nd down and 9 now. 4 wide receivers. He's going to send one in motion now. Could be an extra blocker if they choose to run it. No, throw a little bubble screen here on the outside. Nice job there defending by number 12 of the Cardinals. Does a great job. That's Jazian Moore. And Moore does a great job in open field making that tackle, which is not easy to do. 3rd down. Patriots. And so, talk about, I'll cut it to you here in a little bit, Austin, but I want to talk about, the effect of momentum and really kind of how it's been back and forth. What would it do if the Cardinals are able to get this ball back? We'll get to you right after this play. Here we go. Looking downfield, Reina tucks it. Looking upfield, steps up in the pocket, lets it fly. Almost intercepted. Incomplete pass. Let's talk about that. If the Cardinals can get the ball back here, Austin, what does that look like for them, and what does that look like for the Patriots?
Well, the last drive they had was really a statement drive, and a statement drive not just for the game but for the season. They had some early struggles, 0-3, but they were really heating up these past few games, and if they can get the ball back here with a tie game, 9 minutes to go, it doesn't seem far-fetched that they can take the lead here.
And they have that type of offense, Austin, right, that, if they can get ahead and someone get the ball back, Huerta just runs a football, knocks out 3-4 yards at a time. You milk that clock, and the Patriots are in trouble. Here we go. Low punt, and it actually hits a defender there. It hits a Cardinal, and he fields it after bumping into him. And that was kind of cool. You rarely see something like that, but it hits him. And then he spins around, and he's able to hold on to it. Let's see if I can get that here on replay. But great job there for the Cardinals. And they'll have really good field. But look, it's like a little line drive. See, he hits 7 right here, and then he comes back, and he's able to grab it. And that's not easy because that ball usually bounces weird. This is the second time tonight. Earlier we had a fumble that was bounced off the ground, came right back into the ball carrier's arms. And so doesn't normally happen like that, folks. All right, here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. They've got some good field position now. Tie game. The pressure now would be to get ahead. And they haven't had a lead since very early in the first quarter. Carried here by number 3. That's Cisneros. And Gavin Cisneros getting about 1.5 yards on that carry. Again, Huerta has really been the constant for this Cardinal offense. Story also, to follow is with Woolery, the sophomore quarterback, had an interception and fumble turnovers early on. And so since then, Gavin Cisneros has been the quarterback here in the second half. 2nd down, about 7 to go, rolling out to his right. Here comes a pressure in his face, and he just lobs it here to Huerta in his area, but incomplete pass. About 8:10 remaining here in the ball game, 23-23, I'm sorry. Tie ball game. We do have 2 timeouts remaining for the Cardinals, 3 for the Patriots. 3rd down and about 8. What's the play here, Austin? I mean, the Cardinals' passing offense hasn't really been on display in the second half.
3rd down, it's really up to Noah Huerta. He's been the really key point of this offense. And right here with Gavin Cisneros, they've had some success, obviously, but Noah Huerta, obviously the key point. So let's see what they can do here on 3rd and long.
Listen, there's Huerta going out in the flat there, and they like to get in the ball in multiple different ways. This time they're going to go opposite, and it is snuffed out right away. And what a play there. And look who it is, number 8. He was one of my pregame factors. That's Cuauhtemoc Labastida. And Labastida, he has had a phenomenal season so far. First time we've called his name, and I love calling his name because it's so unique, right? But got to see him here a few weeks ago, last year as well. Cuauhtemoc Labastida, he leads a team with 38 total tackles this season, 39 right there. 9 of them, now 10 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks. And so he has had just a phenomenal year. He's a great player here on this Mission Vets side, and it's good to see him and finally call his name tonight. So In big moments, he showed up, and he showed up right there. 4th down for the Cardinals. Remember, it's like a 0-0 ball game right now, folks. We are tied here at Tom Landry Stadium. Nice-looking punt. Be down inside the 30, so great job there special teams-wise. And that'll give Mission Vets – now, this is a chess match now, folks. And it's kind of like, you make a move, I make a move, and now it's going to be about field position because, now veterans, they got a little bit deeper now in their territory. They had a chance earlier with a short field. Now they're going to have to work a little bit harder for that. And so right now it's all about playing that field position game and because both offenses are kind of in a similar state. They're the big plays have kind of halted here in the second half, and a lot of that has to do with adjustments made at halftime. But really the Patriots now, watch this. In one play, they could turn it around totally. That's the thing about this Patriots offense. But here we go. Let's see what they got in the bag. Quick hit outside to the receiver. Now, remember, he was quarterback earlier, Fernando Villarreal. He came in relief for Roman Reina. And now he gets a chance to get out there and get a reception. 2nd down and 6. Now, if I look on the field right now, and I'm saying, like, which of these teams has the ability tonight, based upon the personnel that they have, to have that big play, it's going to be Mission Vets Memorial. I mean, they've got the players. They've got the quarterback, in my opinion, that can stretch the field. And so here we go. 2nd down, about 6 yards to go. Veterans Memorial very much in this game, as are the Cardinals. Here comes the pressure. That's a screen being set up, and really that was almost getting home there for the Cardinals defense, and really sold it well. Roman Reina sold that so well because he was running away and looked like he was tucking it. And so that allowed those defenders to come up behind him and really gain some yards on him. And then he just turned around and flipped it out, but incomplete. So 3rd down. I'd like to see, Veterans Memorial can maybe, run something deep here in the post. We're in man here on the outside. We have cover 1 safety. So you got one guy over the top to help. Everybody else is in man. Then we're going to take a timeout here, folks, on the field. We'll also take a timeout here in the booth. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back for 3rd down.
There's always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
And here we go. Flag on the play, and that one will be blown dead before he even gets started. It's going to be against the Patriots. So they'll march them back, bring up a 3rd down and 11. And really, honestly, since that last touchdown for Roman Reina, he hasn't really been himself. He sat out one drive. You pointed out, Austin, that he was there on the sideline with his helmet on next to the coach, ready to come back in. And then he's been in a couple drives and really hasn't been performing. Not sure if he's nursing an ankle or something there, but definitely something to keep in mind. I mean, the good thing is he is in the game, though. Pump fake here, wants to go deep. He's got it, and that's Benny Martinez, and in and out of his hands. That's an incomplete pass. What a play. My gosh. It was right there, and he set him out in the flats, and really, he was setting him up for that pump fake, and then that pump fake he released downfield, and it was there. I mean, to me, it hit his hands, and, that old saying, if it hits your hands, you need to catch that. And so I know they're going to look at that on film and be like, man, Benji, you had that one. It was in your hands. Incomplete pass. So now, here we go. We talked about the field position. Now the Cardinals should get better field position than they had last time. And it's slowly but surely working against Veterans Memorial right now. And this will be fielded. Takes a bounce out about the 35-yard line. All right, Austin, so, we're looking at this. What has worked here for the Cardinals in the second half? And, what would be their game plan here moving forward? I mean, really, is the run, is it the pass? In your observation, what's been something that's been solid for them that they can build on this drive?
Well, even despite their struggles throughout the game, they really leaned on Noah Huerta, obviously their senior running back. He's been a great piece for them the past couple of years. And on this drive, they're really going to need him to step up. And it's really been their only source of offense. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Only the other touchdown coming from Hassan Woolery. Obviously, he's out of the game. But let's see what Harlingen could do. We got 6 minutes left. Momentum, as you said, slowly shifted in the Cardinals' favor. And Mission Veterans has really stalled out. After that touchdown early in the third quarter, they've really got no answer. Obviously, Roman Reina, as he came back in the game, but he hasn't been himself since that ankle injury, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And, that's been something, obviously of note because usually, Roman Reina on this, you have to give credit also to the Cardinal defense, right? And so, Reina, yes, he's an amazing athlete, but, Coach Manny Gomez is a defensive mastermind. And so I'm not surprised at all that, the Veterans Memorial defense has stalled out. Here we go. Nice pass downfield. We talked about that, hadn't really been able to see that, and that gets downfield into Veterans Memorial territory, and a great job there by number 3, getting it downfield, Cisneros. We'll get a look right here on our replay. Oh, that's a different quarterback, by the way. That's another guy throwing. That's Guillermo. Number 2, Nathaniel Gonzalez. So we have another quarterback in there throwing the football for the Cardinals, and so they're going to get it done by committee, it seems like, tonight in the air. All right, here we go. 23-23 to score, first down. They are in Veterans Memorial territory. We do have number 3, Evan Cisneros at quarterback. That was like a handoff toss earlier. It worked to perfection. Huerta up the middle, and that is a big-time gain right there for the Cardinals. Gains about 14 yards on that carry, and that's what the Cardinals offense needs. Like you said, Austin, that this has been their offense tonight, and, especially into the second half, and they're leaning on him. And I tell you what, that young man right there, someone needs to buy him a blizzard after the game because, he has been working so hard, and with blizzard and a pickle shot or something, because he has not come out of the game. They have not sent anybody in relief for him, and he just keeps chugging along. Here he goes again, right-hand side, stiff arm there, down about an 8-yard gain for Huerta. And he's just that locomotive that just keeps going, and they just keep feeding him that coal, and he just keeps burning through it, and he has no signs of stopping tonight. And so great job there. We do have a player down on the field for the Cardinals. Injury timeout here. Hopefully all is okay, and that's one of the biggest things, when you look at these games, regardless if it's, football or soccer or whatever, it's like biggest thing, for me at least, is that everybody's safe. Everybody's, nobody's hurt. Everybody comes out of this healthy on the other end of it. You want nothing more for these young players, to have that. And so good sign right here. Looks like he's being helped up to his feet. Number 67, that's Isaac Bocanegra. And walking off on his own power. That's good. Hopefully just a cramp. We did get a little northern right before the game started, and it felt a little more fresh out here. That northern wind kind of felt a little folly to me, just a tad, and kind of knocked out some of that humidity. I know the first few weeks of ball games here in the Rio Grande Valley, we've seen a lot of players go down with cramps because they're dehydrated. They may not be hydrating well, and so they're not getting those electrolytes early, and so they're sweating a lot, and the heat and humidity, and it's been like guys just going down with cramps. And so hopefully that's all that was, and he's up and ready to go. Here we go. We're under 4:40 now, here to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 2. Takes a snap. Huerta again, right-hand side, 1st down and more. Down inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Huerta, one-man wrecking crew right now, folks, and he takes it on his shoulders. He puts that team, and he says, come on, Cardinal Nation. Get on my back, and I'm going to take us to victory. And just Huerta doing an amazing job. Let's take a look at this replay here as they get ready for the extra point. And, it's been all Huerta, like I said. Great block there on the outside. Offensive lineman seals a defensive end, and then he just sprints past 3 defenders down to the corner of that end zone. And I believe that's 3 touchdowns for him tonight. And just like that, the Cardinals are up now 29-23. Extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. 30-23 is your score now at Tom Landry Stadium. And the Cardinals have roared back here in the second half. And really on the heels of Noah Huerta. And really that young man right there has had himself a game. folks. And just to see, how hard he's pushed. I mean, what are we looking at, Austin, as far as, stats for him? What stands out for you and Noah Huerta tonight?
Well, obviously, the 3 touchdowns, he struggled earlier in the season, only, as you said, 194 rushing yards. But they've really, I think he has almost that same amount.
Mm-hmm.
And they average, about 118 rushing yards a game, almost all from Noah Huerta. But this is really huge drive for Mission veterans. If they can't get anything going, the game might be lost.
Here we go, and you're right. I think, Mission Veterans Memorial, this is do or die time for them. And, there's plenty of time, folks. And they got 3 timeouts, the Patriots do. And so, there's plenty of time for Roman Reina. If you can get back to that form that he had earlier in this game where really he was able to pick apart this defense. Of course, hats off to the defense for making adjustments. Coach Manny Gomez's defense doing a great job, as always. But at the same time, Roman Reina is that guy, and he can come out. He can carve up a defense. He's going to have to show it. But I'm telling you what, momentum has been on the side of the Cardinals, really, and especially as we got into the second half. And I feel like it all started at the end of the first half when they scored that touchdown. And then since then, really Veterans Memorial's had a hard time answering back. And so, look at this. Check this out, folks. This is going to be Cardinal football. This is Cardinal football. A long kick bounced backwards and reverse into the arms of a Cardinal special teams player. And this is going to be Cardinal football. Let's see if we get this on replay here, folks. This was essentially like a very long onside kick, all right? Watch it bounce. It bounces back into the hands of a special teamer for the Cardinals. Can't really get the number for you there, but regardless, the Cardinals retain possession of this football. And just like that, y'all, like the momentum has significantly shifted towards the Cardinals here, and the odds of them taking this game is now highly in their favor. And so what a play there. Heads up there by special teams play on the Cardinals side of the football, and that is devastating for the Patriots. Here we go. Huerta in the backfield. He'll get it again, left-hand side, and he's just wearing down that defense at this point. I mean, every time he touches the football, it's a gain of a couple yards at least. And, he just – over time, just wearing that defensive line. If you look at the defensive line for the Veterans, defense is great because they're fast, they're quick, they flow to the football really well, but their size is really small. Huerta, I think, is probably bigger than the defensive tackles if I'm looking here, just on the eye test. And you can see here in your frame. And so over time, as the game progresses, these guys are spry and they're quick and they're agile. But, man, like over time, you have offensive line weighing on you, and then you have a running back like Huerta that just keeps wailing, and just keeps going for those haymakers. And you get tired. And so taking that to their advantage, look at this, little scrum push here. It's their little version of the tush push there on the outside. They're down coming up now for the Cardinals. And, what's surprising right now is Mission Veterans Memorial has 3 timeouts. They haven't taken any of them yet. And so Coach Gilpin, I'm sure, has a strategy for that. He may want to, if they score quickly, then, he knows he's going to need enough time to score twice, perhaps. But I'm going to tell you what, that long onside, which is not on purpose, was killer right there for Veterans Memorial. And, the Cardinals, especially doing a great job of jumping on that, being aware enough to grab that. 3rd down, here we go. Cardinals. Keeper Cisneros up the middle. He breaks this one past the 10, down the 5. That's going to be a touchdown, Cardinals. Cisneros with the quarterback keeper, and he shows that he's got some moxie. Is he able to take that one in for a touchdown? Check this replay out right here, folks. And, Cisneros, he's a good player. I think most of his job tonight has been to feed Huerta the ball. But right there just makes a key turn, a key move, right? And then he just trucks a defender there at the end, and that was beautiful. And I tell you what, the Cardinals, just like that, folks, I mean, it was close all the way through. And that touchdown, by Huerta, and got that momentum swing in their favor, and then that kickoff. I mean, that was crucial right there. Kick is up, and it's good. All right, Austin. Have you ever seen anything like that before? I tell you, I don't think I have. Not at that distance on a kickoff. And what does that mean? What does that do to a team to have that sequence happen, a touchdown, and then a special teams play like that gives the ball back to the Cardinals?
Well, we've had punt blocks, we've had safeties, fumbles, interceptions, everything. In the first half, the Patriots scored 16 straight, but in here, the Cardinals soaring back. I think that's 23 straight points from the Cardinals. That's over like 3 touchdowns, and they're really shutting down this Patriots offense. So with under 3 to go, if the Patriots don't move something really fast here, I don't know if they'll be able to get back in this game with it being a 2-score ball game.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that I think it's that momentum. I think it's also just a never quit attitude. Something happened that just turned and shifted. I think when Reina came out for that one drive, they went backwards. They had the penalty, and I feel like ever since that point, really, that offense just didn't look the same anymore. And hopefully everything's okay with Reina. He's such a crucial part of this offense. And you may say, well, yeah, it just doesn't all depend on one guy. But I mean, look at the other side of the field tonight at Huerta, and I see that for that Cardinal offense, of course, it's a team unit, and the offensive line is. I mean, you got to credit that offensive line for opening up the holes for him to run through. So please understand when I say that. But at the same time, he has shouldered a lot of the weight for this Cardinal offense tonight, and that's what a senior does, though. And I think he rose to the occasion. And then of course, you get a gift like that special teams play. I mean, it's just hard to battle back against that. Your Veterans Memorial. It's a great team here, by the way, and so. You're looking at the score right now, 37-23, and that's not indicative of the team that Veterans Memorial is either. And so I just think, like you said, the ball has bounced all kinds of ways tonight. Safety and, return on a kickoff and interception and fumbles that bounce back into guys' hands even. And so it's just been a great game. Roma Reina here trying to get away from the sack, and a great coverage there, man. I tell you what, it just almost seems like as the game goes on, the Cardinals' defense is just tightening the screws more and more.
Yeah, the Cardinals, on the average, they've let up 31 points defensively, but tonight they've held the Patriots down to 23. And on the offensive side of the ball for the Cardinals, this is the most points they've scored all season, 37. The next closest was 28 against that opener against Westlake. So this is really a statement game for the Cardinals. This will be their second straight win heading into district play. They have a lot of momentum, and they can get some wins here in the district.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, on that side of the district over there, here goes long pass downfield, going to be incomplete. You have Los Fresnos is a tough out over there on that end of the valley. They're going to have to contend with Los Fresnos, which is on a lot of people's, top list here in the valley. But you can't count the Cardinals out. You can never count the Cardinals out. And, if you look at it, Cardinals have had some slow starts. I don't think they've started this slow in a very, very, very long time. No. I started covering the Cardinals in 2011. And so, that's 14, 15 years of a lot of dominance. But you can't count them out. I think what we have to – Veterans Memorial is a great team. It's still a young team also. And so these guys are developing week by week right now. And so, it's good for them to see a team like Harlingen from the other end of the valley as they get ready. Because they've got – I think Veterans Memorial has a tougher district than Harlingen does. And so it's going to be tougher sledding for them. They got Alice. They got Sherryland over there on that side, Pioneer. And so it's going to be a tougher district for Veterans Memorial than it is for Harlingen on their end of the valley, I think, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But, I think, Harlingen, like you said, kind of stack up another win. It was really important for them tonight. And right now, unless some miraculous thing happens, I think they're going to probably hold on for this one.
Yeah, the Cardinals hadn't started 1-3 this century. So for them to get another win, especially on the road here against Mission Veterans, one of the top teams in the valley, this is really big for them heading into district play, obviously with a tough district with Brownsville Veterans Memorial, Los Fresnos, which I think Los Fresnos could contend with the top dog PHJ North. There's a huge play from Reina to get the first down at around the 35. Clock keeps running.
Those are the kind of plays right there that Reina was making happen earlier in the first half. Joey Hernandez on the catch. And, that's the kind of play that you're used to watching him make. And, that's been kind of non-existent here. I think we're going to have a timeout on the field. I think Veterans Memorial is going to take that timeout. We'll kind of keep rolling here, though, Austin, because, I think it's really important, to kind of note right now that, as we're looking forward to, the rest of the season, people understand, like, honestly, once you get into district play, like, the records go out the window. It's everybody's 0-0 at that point, right? 0 wins, 0 losses. And what matters to get into the playoffs is your district record. And so you could lose all your games before district, and then you can win all your games in district and be district champion and go to the playoffs. And so, both teams are looking at that, and not to say it doesn't matter. It does matter in pre-district, right? But at the same time, I think the biggest goals in pre-district is to grow your team, not have major injuries, and then get into district play and be finely tuned for that. And that's what this is all about right now. And so you're seeing that the maturation, the fine-tuning for both of these teams as they get ready to open up. And you can see, look at this, Roman Reina, he's just hobbling. And you can kind of see him right there just struggling. It's not him. You know what I mean? That's not normally him. And you can see him, he's favoring, I think that left leg is what's bothering. You can kind of see him right there in the middle of your screen. And he's just not himself. Ever since he went out on that one touchdown run, he just hasn't been himself. And a lot of admiration for him because he's been toughing it out. I mean, I talk a lot about Huerta's toughness on the other side of the ball. I mean, for him to come back from an injury and stick it out like this, I mean, it's very impressive, especially for a young man here. And you can see he's hobbling right there, can't get his feet planted, but he still drops one in there to Benji Martinez. And I tell you what, like, that's respect, right? He comes out here, he's on one leg, and he drops a perfect drop pass right there to his running back, turn wide receiver. Let me see if I can get this this instant replay off before they get to the line of scrimmage. Watch this. You can see he's laboring, but he still drops this one right perfectly. There we go. We're back on it. First down. Throws a beautiful pass on the outside, caught. He'll be tackled there. Right about 1:20 here to go here in the final length of this game. And then we're going to have a timeout. Veterans Memorial. And so let's talk a little bit about that, Austin. I mean, obviously it looks to me like Roman Reina is not 100%. But, I mean, talk about his guts to come out here and to keep fighting like that.
Yeah, since that touchdown run, obviously running wasn't a problem for him. He had 3 rushing touchdowns before that one, but ever since that, I don't think they've scored since that one, actually. So that's really, him being a key point in the offense, really, I think it might have, demoralized the entire team as the game goes on and as this Cardinal League gets bigger, and they have to climb this huge mountain of a 2-score game, obviously, with 1:24 left, only 1 timeout, I think, or 2. This is a huge driver here. If Reina can get a score here really quick, it's not all over for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, and I love the optimism, and you're right. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but they got to score something here quickly. Here we go. Reina looking downfield. Got someone in the end zone. Corner of the end zone. He's open. Touchdown, Patriots. Corner of the end zone. And they're not finished yet, folks. The Patriots get on the board. What a throw. Guts again. Let's watch the replay here. Reina just hanging in there, folks. Looking downfield. Good footwork that time. And I saw him come open early. And he just threw to a point at the back of that end zone. That's number 5 there with a reception. That's Joey Hernandez. And I saw him look that receiver open. And what that means is, like, he knew where he wanted to go with that football. He trusted that his receiver was going to have the speed to get there. And he just let it fly. And so I tell you what, man, what a gutsy performance right now by that young man. And making it 37-30. So we got a 1-touchdown game. Patriots still do have 2 timeouts, by the way, 1:18. We have seen a crazy kickoff already tonight, one that was not planned onside, right? But they're going to have to try right now, Austin. They're going to have to go with that onside opportunity, I would say.
Yeah, onside kick. If they kicked it off, they only have 2 timeouts, 1:18. Noah Erta, obviously, he probably would run out the clock, especially with the way that they've been playing the past couple of drives, but we'll see here on this kickoff. It looks like they are setting up for an onside kick.
All right. Here we go, folks. Stay with us. If you've been with us again to the end of this broadcast, you made it through the technical difficulties early on in the first half and even into the second half a little bit. There's just some things that are out of our control. I mean, there was something that just made no sense whatsoever as far as settings on the computer and the system and all that. But thankfully, it all kind of came together here in the middle of the third quarter for an outstanding end to this football game. So I'm so glad you stuck with us. Here we go, onside of 10. And it's still a loose ball. It's still a loose ball. That's Patriot football. That is Patriot football. The Patriots landed on that football. What a play. And it looked like Harlingen had a chance at it. 2 chances, as a matter of fact. And it slipped through. The officials are saying that is Patriot football. And number 5, looky, what I found here. He's got the football in hand. Let's take a look at this replay right here. And a nice, just a quick low to the ground kick from this Patriot. I'm excited, man. We've seen a little bit of everything tonight. Here we go. Great job there. And it just, oh, my. He had an opportunity. Number 80 for the Cardinals had the shot there at it. That's Aaron Perez. And you kind of went for it, Austin, and it slid under his right arm. And just ever so slightly. I mean, that ball was like on a trajectory. It was like going about 2 inches off the ground. And just ends up in the Patriots' hands. And here we go. We're under 118 here to go in the ball game. Going to keep it. And on a busted leg, too, inside the 15-10. Down to the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown, Patriots.
Oh, my.
Roman Reina on a busted leg, y'all. How did he do that? Oh, my. Touchdown.
The whole stadium has just...
Oh, man, it moved here. I felt the shake.
I could hear it from the press box. In the other room, the coaches yelling.
Wow. I mean, touchdown pass by Reina. Onside kick recovered by the Patriots. Touchdown run by Reina. You can't draw that up, even if you wanted to, folks. We're going to go to this instant replay here. Watch this. He's right on the 50. He just takes it in his own. He's not 100%. All right? Please understand that. Down right here, that move right there was so gutsy. It was so gutsy because he was down. Like, I thought it was over. He was going to, I mean, not over. They got plenty of time. But he just stepped on it again. And just amazing, gutsy performance by number 7, Roman Reina. What an amazing. Now, and here's the thing, Austin. I'm like, man, like Huerta, you know, those are the two Ironmen for me. You got Huerta on one side of the field, and then you got Reina on the other side. You got a senior and a sophomore. And both guys, to me, have just played their heart out tonight.
Yeah, that's his 5th touchdown, 4th rushing touchdown. And the game they only took 14 seconds off the clock. That was an incredible sequence of events there. Now with a minute to go, the Patriots are actually going for 2.
They're going for the win, folks. They're going for the wins. Hand off. Nope. He's running it. He's going to throw it. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. He got it?
He did.
Oh, my. The official throws his hands up. Said it was good. 2-point conversion good? Folks, we need to get some assurance here, y'all.
The refs say yes.
They say yes.
Wow.
All right, let me see. Oh, my. Let me see if we got this here on replay. Let's check this out.
Ref signaling. His hands are up.
Here you go. Let's see if we get the camera angle here. Man, I think he caught it and sat down. I think he caught it and sat down in the end zone.
You know, forget going for the tie. The Patriots want the win.
Wow. Let me run that replay again. Here, and you're just going to catch it here at the very end. It looks like a tie ball, which can go to the offense, but watch this. He catches it, and he slides down. Like, he sits inside that end zone before he slides out. That's a good catch. And then I think, you know, he wrestled it away from the defender, and wow, 38-37 is your score now. And I was ready to write the Patriots off. I said, man, that's it, man. The Cardinals' momentum just too much. It came back. But hold the presses, right? 104 remaining in this ball game, 38-37. 1 timeout remaining for the Cardinals. You know, is there anything left in the tank for this game tonight? I don't know, but it has been a great one. Let's see how it's going to end tonight. Wow. All right, here we go. Kickoff time. That's going to go out of bounds. So if he did not touch that, that'll be a penalty. Brings it up to the 35-yard line. That's decent field position for the Cardinals. They haven't really stretched the field too much, right? Gavin Cisneros really hasn't. Nathaniel Gonzalez was actually one with that nice pass, that last drive that went for about 20 yards or so. But really, you know, Gavin Cisneros, he's taking a couple shots downfield. You have to wonder right now, like, what's the game plan? You know, yeah, of course, Huerta. You know, but Huerta is going to get you, churn you 6, 7, 8 yards per. That's great, but you got a minute and 4 seconds. You're going to have to move the ball faster.
Yeah, only 151 yards a game passing-wise for the Cardinals spread among the 3 quarterbacks. And obviously they haven't passed too well in this game, only a couple big plays. And in the running game, too, they haven't had many explosive plays, just slowly grinding out drives. But here, with a minute to go, they're going to need something from Cisneros.
Yeah, they're going to re-kick this one, by the way, so they chose to take the re-kick. And I think because the Cardinals would love to try to get, by the way, Huerta's down there as a returner, right? So this is not over, folks. And so, if they can get this return, they're going to take the penalty, and they're going to have the re-kick. And so if they can get this ball out close to the 40 or the 50, now you're talking for the Cardinals. And so they're going to take the re-kick. Here we go. Stay with us right here. 1 timeout remaining for each of these ball clubs. And it looks like it'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. Here he goes. Out to the 26, down to the 30. And great job there by the Patriots special teams, holding them to not very much. There's a flag that comes in here at the end. This is going to be really important because if it is against the Patriots, then it's going to help the Cardinals out considerably. And so flag does come in here at the end. Wait for the white cap. The referee will tell us what we got here in the field. Zooming in on him here. Dead ball. Dead ball penalty. We got personal foul against the Patriots. It's a 15-yard penalty, folks. That is massive.
Yeah, that's the eighth one tonight for the Patriots.
8th penalty? Wow. And what a bad time, for the Patriots to have a personal foul penalty and give the Cardinals 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 at the 49. Here we go. Right about a minute left to go here in the ball game. Rolling to his right, looking downfield. Incomplete pass. 2nd down. Gavin Cisneros. A lot of pressure right now. The pressure cooker here at Tom Landry Stadium tonight. Thursday night football. Man, I'm as difficult it was to get this broadcast going and all parties involved, I am so glad we did because this has been one of the best games I have been and called in many, many years. That is a fumble on the ground. Fumble on the ground, and I think the Patriots might have it. And they do. Patriot football. And it's all but over, folks. It is all but over. Fumble on the ground is the call on the field. My, oh, my.
Ball just came out, and the ball runner had no chance. There were so many Patriots around him, and that might have done it with only 50 seconds to go. 1 timeout for the Cardinals. This game seems over, and in a blink of an eye, the Patriots go for 2, get the lead, get the fumble, and wow.
Oh, got the replay here, folks. Let's see what happens. Number 3, Gavin Cisneros on the carry. He's going to keep it himself. Looking downfield, nothing. Here comes the pressure. And right there, it's stripped. Number 2 gets to it. I mean, that was a strip fumble right there. And that was Guillermo Garcia, the senior. And just great job, heads up right there by that player. Guillermo Garcia getting in there, and just with his right hand, he just strips that ball out. Fumble on the play, and the Vets get, the very last, opportunity there to seal this game. And it has been such a game, Austin. Like, this second half has been crazy. We have seen so many different things, like you said, safety and, onsides and my fumbles and touchdowns, gutty performances, both sides of the ball.
I think almost 50 points scored in this second half. And obviously the game winner right there for Reina on the 2-point conversion to get the win. And that was a great play call by David Gilpin. Obviously, he has some experience in high-stakes moments like that, but to go for 2 with the way the game had been going, Roman Reina injured, all the struggle, to get the win, that is great.
It just, to me, it's just amazing. Like, what a game we've had here. There had to be a winner and a loser, right? There had to be, that, like, it had to come down to somebody not winning this ball game. And, your heart goes out to both these teams tonight because they fought so hard, right? Harlingen came in here, played an excellent game. They played Mission Vets very, very well. should be very proud of themselves. I think the adjustments they made at halftime were excellent as well. But, man, Mission Vets, they defended their home tonight. And really, I think that's what it came down to, in that they were able to just really hold on. And really, to me, it seemed like when that injury happened to Roman Reina, I felt like the wind was kind of let out of their sails. But somehow they were able to, and I think, again, because Roman Reina, how many touchdowns on the night for him now?
5.
5 total touchdowns.
4 rushing.
And 1 passing.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns. And then that 2-point conversion that he threw to the corner of the end zone. I mean, it's like, he inspired them, re-inspired them late in that game to that win, and just gutsy performance there. I wanted to talk a little bit on Huerta one more time, because I just feel like, that it wouldn't be right not to mention, his performance. How many touchdowns for Huerta?
He had, I believe, 3.
3 touchdowns for Huerta, just gutsy performance for his team down there. I know this one's going to hurt bad for him, because I know he felt like, they had come back, they were going to win the game, and just to have it come out from under you like that, it's just hard. But man, gutsy performance matched by gutsy performance. Roman Reina, tonight for me, he's the player of the game. I would have leaned Huerta. If I could give out 2, they would both get it. But, going to the winning team, the player on that winning team, it's going to have to be Reina. And I think altogether, like you said, 5 touchdowns tonight, that 2-point conversion as well, and just that gutty performance, injured, and able to bring his team back to win. What an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah, this is the Patriots' first win over the Cardinals in, I believe, 8 years. Last time they beat them was 2017 with that legendary season with Landry Gilpin, when they went and had a huge season, went deep in the playoffs. So maybe this is the start of something new, or renaissance for the Patriots. They obviously went 2-9 last year, but they've showed up this season 4-1 heading into district play. This looks like one of the top teams in the Rio Grande Valley.
And I love how you point that out. Landry Gilpin, by the way, is here tonight, because he's a coach on this team now. He's a quarterback's coach. And, I definitely think that he has had a hand in preparing Roman Reina for this. And he had him last year as a freshman, and then now to have him here as a sophomore. Yeah, I see the development. The development's right before our eyes. And you have, of course, Coach Gilpin, head coach. But I think, the addition of Landry Gilpin to this coaching staff, and I think he's got this quarterback ready to roll, and you're seeing a lot of that. Is he Landry Gilpin? No, Landry Gilpin's special, Mr. Texas football, but he's still got a couple more years to learn and grow, and under his tutelage, right, and under his mentorship, this could, like you said, a renaissance for Mission Veterans Memorial football, I think, could be upon us. And I do think you've got to put this team top 5 here in the Valley, and I think it's a team that you gotta circle on your schedule, and you gotta be prepared for it. Sherryland, Pioneer, Alice, even, this is a team to watch. And I'm very, very excited to see how this program is continuing to grow.
Yeah, they've more than doubled their win total last season. Only 2 wins. They're 4-1 now, and I don't even know when the last time they were 4-1. But just another time, great performance from Roman Reina. Obviously, the whole team, to come back 2 scores down, about, I believe it was 3 minutes they had down 2 scores to get that win. And obviously, as we pointed out, the 2-point conversion, that was the game right there.
And the sledding is not going to get easier for Harlingen, and I hate to harp on that, but Harlingen fans, you got Cuero next week, and Cuero, they're 4A. That means that two divisions underneath Harlingen High. But, again, they're right now, as before tonight's game, I don't know how they did, but they're ranked number 5 in the state of Texas, in 4A Division 2. And so it's going to be a tough road next week against a very tough, perennial state playoff team. That's just who's coming to town. And so, but let me just say this. I do think that all this pre-district, I think against Veterans Memorial tonight, I think against Cuero next week, they open up a Westaco and Edinburgh Vela. The district is going to be different for the Cardinals. And I still see them contending in that district. I still see them being a playoff team. I still see them, fighting for the district title, honestly, in that district. It's a small district. Again, I'll reiterate that I think that there's a lot of football left for the Cardinal program. And, don't get your head down just yet, right? Mission Veterans Memorial, their district is going to be tough, man. That district, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen Sharyland Pioneer play this year. I've seen Sharyland play this year. Sharyland has got a team also. You got Calvin Harris over there. You put him against Roman Reina, kind of similar style players. That is going to be a game. Like I hope I'm at that one. But man, other than that, Mission Veterans, they're the team to circle in the district right now. I would say.
Yeah, only halfway through the season. There's still 5 games to play for both of these teams, and you could turn around your season for both teams. It could go the other way for the Patriots. They could lose all their district games, and on the other hand, for the Cardinals, they could turn it around, win all their district games, win the championship, go to the playoffs on a good note. So it's not something to get your head down if you're the Cardinals. You can take this, put it to next game, and really upset a top team in the state of Texas.
Yeah, and that's what makes high school football so exciting, right? Is that there's just so many variables each and every week, and anything can happen. When you get on the field and play, and I just really feel like it's an opportunity for both of these teams to learn and grow tonight. Doesn't appear, hopefully, right, that there's any major injuries coming out tonight, and so both teams remain pretty healthy. And so we'll go ahead and chalk this one up as a learning experience for both teams. But, man, what a win tonight for Reynolds Memorial Patriots. And I know they're going to be really, really, happy about that. And, I really feel like, for them this was a signature win. Harlingen Cardinals, yeah, they're having an off year, but it is a prominent team in the Rio Grande Valley. And, you're going to go away from this one feeling pretty good about yourself, because you took down – one of the Valley's, most recent powerhouses. Again, taking away this year's, record so far. But man, what a big win for Veterans Memorial. And especially 5A taking out a 6A on top of that. And so, hats off to them. What a great night for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. It was a tough win, tough game for both teams. Obviously, come from behind for both. Both teams were down by double-digit deficits in the first and second half. So props to both teams for coming back, but in the end, it was the game changer was Roman Reina, and that drive he led on the last 2 drives to overcome that 2-score deficit. It looked like all was lost for the Patriots, but man, Roman Reina leading the Patriots to 4-1, and this Patriots team might go deep in the playoffs like 2017.
And I look again with a sophomore quarterback, and that is just impressive to me. I think you look at him, sophomore quarterback, senior running back. Benji Martinez also had a great game, by the way. He had nothing to be, he had a couple of big plays there that really helped his team out, and so you got some senior leadership as well, and I think that's important to mention. But man, a sophomore quarterback, coming out and playing like that and then showing a gutsy win. I mean, this is the type of performance that can cement him as a leader in this team. And they're going to look to him and say, like, man, remember that game against Harlingen when we were down, we came back, then you got hurt, we didn't think you were going to come back, and you came back and you led us to victory. Man, that's the kind of stuff that builds leadership. And I think he's going to definitely find that, after tonight. And definitely, going to carry that with them the rest of the season. So, Austin, final thoughts from you tonight as we kind of wrap up this broadcast. Again, just want to say before we wrap this up, again, working all the time to improve the broadcast. Some things, troubleshooting tonight, really had some difficulties. But, at the end of the day, I'm so glad that we were able to piece it together. And really that second half of football was just that was paramount. I mean, it was amazing. I'm glad y'all were able to stick with us. So, closing thoughts here, Austin, tonight. Thanks again for joining me in the booth, Austin, and got to come here and you got to see kind of the background stuff, right? But you jumped right in there, shared some great information with us. But give us some closing thoughts tonight on the game.
Both teams did very well. This is the most points they've scored, obviously for both teams. 38 for Veterans and 37 for the Cardinals. So both teams had a great offensive, but that's not to take away from the defenses. In the second half, it was a stout Cardinal defense holding down the Patriots, coming back. But then the Patriots to hold down on those last 2 drives and get them the win. This was a game to improve on for all cylinders of the game for both teams. But great performances on all sides of the ball, obviously. But they need some improvements to be made from the Cardinals. Is obviously the turnovers. Hassan Woolery had 2. They fumbled, I think, 2 times. They have 8 fumbles on the season. That's, I believe, 2 a game. So turnover is obviously something to work on for the Cardinals, but they can take this, go into Cuero district play, and they could do something with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you said, growing experience for both teams. You definitely take what you can, learn from it, and move on. But, man, what a great game. Honestly, like I said, one of the best games that I've called in a long while. And, thanks again for joining us on our RSL network here on Channel 4 as well. And, it's just really been a joy to be able to broadcast. And so we're going to be signing off here from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Tom Landry Stadium here in Mission, Texas. Be right back here on the call again tomorrow. I'll be back here as Mission hosts McAllen Memorial. That should be a great game as well. Looking forward to that. So hopefully work out all the issues from here to then, and you can check out some other games on Channel 4 tomorrow and also on RSL over the weekend, and love for y'all to tune in. So, hey, thanks on Aaron Signs and Austin here in the booth here at Tom Landry Stadium. Signing off for tonight. Good night, and